All right, so let's reconnect to the screen. Okay, so we're back again. One more time. When I highlight it, they will sing it out. Okay, so one, two, three, go. E, chi, ki, e, fi, gi, hi, li, ji, ki, li, mi, ni, o, pi, ri, si, ti, u, vi, u, yi, zi. Okay, so clap for yourself. So these are okay, yes. So these are the letters of the alphabet and how we pronounce them. So if you are teaching the children, this is how to teach them how to call the individual letters. But then please take note of this. As earlier said, the ch sound in Tiap is represented by the ch, that's letter C. But before now, it used to be represented by CH, even though in the Tiap Bible it's also written CH. But don't be confused. If you see CH and you see C, they all represent the ch sound, the same sound. And then, as earlier said, the Tiap basic alphabet had before now 39 sounds. Okay, maybe I didn't say it in this very well, but we used to have about 39 basic sounds in the alphabetical chart, consisting of monographs, digraphs, trigraphs. Trigraphs means three letters like SHY. Digraphs, for example, GB. Monographs like A, B. But right now, all of them are monographs, and they are 24. And then other sounds in the Tiap language that are found inside those 24 letters of the alphabet include the sound. The sound is written A underlined. A underlined. It is found under letter A. And then we have the ba sound. Ba is written GB, digraph GB, and it is placed under letter G. Then we have the R sound is written with the digraph GH and it is placed under letter G also. And then we have the sound, and it is written I underline like Z, we, we are coming, Z chabai. We write Z I underline. And then it is placed under letter I. And then we have the J sound, J. It is written GH. But then Tiap doesn't have the pure JH sound. So always it is palatalized. It's always palatalized. So that's the reason why we are always having JHY. And that is the J sound. But then it is placed under letter J. And then we have the H sound, which is represented by the digraph KH, and it is placed under letter K. They also have the ba sound, ba, it is written KP and it is placed under letter K. They will have the nga sound, nga like ngwan, ngwan. That before the guan in the word for child, it is written NG and it is written NG and it is placed under letter N. And they will have the nya like nya in nya nya and it is represented by the digraph NY and it is placed under letter N. Then we have the sha sound, sha, and it is written in type SH and it is placed under letter S. They will have the tsa sound, which is written TS, the digraph TS, and it is placed under letter T. And then we also have letter Z having two different sounds, but all of them are written Z. We have the Z and then we have the Z. For example, Z, which is rain, and then we have Zon, Zon, which is elephant. And then we also have the Nwa sound. This is actually supposed to be written NGW, not NW, because this is Nga, NG, which is this same one. Nga. And then we have Wa. But then somehow Tyap we omit the G to give us NW, and this is pronounced Nwa. This is labialized Nga sound. So that's the end for today's lesson. Before we proceed for the assignment portion, can anyone ask a question? Do we have any questions in case you were lost somewhere, maybe in the sound pronunciation, the sound system, or maybe something just wind your head like this? So you just want to ask to get clarification. Can you unmute your mic and ask? Otherwise, we'll meet again by next week, July 17, 2026. Any questions? Do we have any questions? Okay. So no one has a question. Okay. So if no one has a question, maybe I will ask the question. Can someone give us, can someone spell ram? Ram, you know that snack we used to eat in the village when we go to the village. I don't think there's anybody less than 20 years. So, so all of us know what ram is. So, do you have anyone who will give us the spelling for ram? Ram, that pizza, traditional pizza.
I remember we bought it in Ondo State when we were coming back.
Yeah, so we have two people attempting traditional pizza. So two people have attempted out of a 14 of us right here. So,
Hello, can someone?
ram,
Yes, we
Hello,
can
ram.
can
hear you.
Okay, so if somebody has little a sense. So, fellow Jita, can you unmute and speak?
can
You are not audible. Can you unmute?
Unmute your mic if you are speaking.
Ram. Uh-uh. So it's as if the network
it's Ram.
is
Ram is GHAM.
okay. GHAM.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So what's your name? So that we only see fellow Jita here.
My name is Bernard Adams.
Okay, so actually Benya Gam is spelled GHAM, and Sankwai also wrote GHAM. Gozayet wrote GHAM, and Lydiana wrote GYAM. So anyone else can anyone else give us just one more person, and then Ram Ra, Ra, like you want to do Ra Ram. No one else can attempt.
What about got to
God.
tie something?
Is it God? Or can you type it?
Yes,
Okay, God.
got.
That's like a traditional reception house, or the place where you receive visitors. So in Tiab, we spell it GAAT. God. It's a pure G sound. God. And then when we have Ra, we have GH. Ra. When we have K, it is Ka. When we have KH, it is Ka. Ka. ha, h. When we have J is ja, and when we have J it's ja. So only Lydiana didn't get it, but the three who responded got it. GHAM. That's it. R A M. Ram. Can I ask another question? Okay, how do we write bang bang like far somewhere that is far away? A shell bang. Can someone give us the spelling of bang bang? So Kajun wants to speak.
Can we say GBANG?
Okay, GBANG. Okay, so it's go Kajun. And then Sankwai says GBANG, and then because I read near GBAM. So bang means far away, something that's far. So one more person give us the word for far. Bang, a shall bang, he or she is far.
GBAG.
Okay, GB,
Can you hear me?
yes, we can hear you.
GBAG.
GBANG.
GBAG.
Okay, GBANG.
GB.
Or can you type it? Your network is a bit bad.
I said GBAG.
Okay, GBAG. That's back.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So, well, I don't know if that word exists in Tiap, but far we spell it GBANG. Back, back will mean something else entirely in Tiap, but then you got the actual emphasis. That's the GB sound. Ba, ba. And if you say ba without anything, that ba can actually mean like to warn someone or to caution someone or maybe to advise someone or so. Okay, so perhaps network is bad. So we have about Kajun got it, Godaye no, no. Kajun got it, Sampaio got it, but then Godaye and Lydiana didn't. They wrote Bam. Meanwhile, Toliben wrote or he gave us back. Yes. So maybe you didn't hear the last nasal sound. It is ma, not ma. Ma, ma is M. Nga is ng. Bang, not bam. Bam with an M. Nga, bang. The lips are open. There you have ng. Okay. So let's proceed to our assignments. The assignment is for each of the letters of a Tiap language. This assignment is going to be very long. Write out two words containing those sounds in them. So if you have letter A, give us two words that have letter A. You write B, give us two words under B. If you write Chi, which is C, give us two words under Chi, and so on and so forth. And then the second one says, give two words containing each of the special sounds represented by the graphemes. B, R, E, J, H, B, Ng, Ng, Nya, Sh, and Ts. Give us also two examples of words that are under each of these ones. I've given you one right now, ram, or I mean bang, and then ram also here. So give us, there are many words in Tiap that have these sounds, many. So don't repeat what has been given us as an example. So once you are done with this, write it in your exercise book, and then you submit at the end when you are coming for the in-person bootcamp if you happen to be selected. That's if you have been very consistent, and then you bring it and they will look into it. Otherwise, wherever you are, you can type it out and then you send it to actually create. Now, our quotation says, if you talk to a man in a language he understands or she understands, that if you talk to a man or a woman in a language he or she understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him or her in his or her language, that goes to his heart. Of course, this statement was made by Mandela, Nelson Mandela. But then this only happens when the person is an actual speaker of that very language. If the person is a speaker of a particular language, then that person would appreciate it more if you speak to that person in his or her own language that he or she understands. But somebody will say, I'm on a Tiap, I'm a Tiap Ngeretia, or I'm on a Tiap, but then doesn't know how to speak their language. So no matter how you speak to him or her in the Tiap language, the person would never appreciate it. Instead, the person is an Atiap and the person speaks Hausa, and then you come to speak in Hausa, he or she will be very happy because you understand the Hausa language because he or she sees himself as a Hausa person, even though he or she says he's not a Hausa. So whatever language somebody speaks to you and you are happy in, then that means that's your language. That's just my own thoughts, though. And then in this very quotation, it says, if your priority is to learn to speak, to read, and to write in other people's languages and not in your own language, maybe you should think again. Maybe you should think again about it because there are some of us who would like, no, I don't understand Tiap. If you speak with me or if I speak with you in Tiap, it's I don't even understand Tiap. And you are very proud of it. Meanwhile, if I try to say bonjour, bonjour, you like to respond to me in bonjour, bonjour language. Meanwhile, none of us is bonjour. It's just like two of us are just gathering and fooling ourselves together. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. We are using another person's language to pride ourselves. So it's just like a gathering of two fools discussing and priding themselves in another man's language. So I don't know whether you are thinking like that, but that's the way I see it. So thank you very much for being patient enough to listen to this very lesson, and I hope that we'll go back to listen to this very lesson again and go through these very slides to see what has been written. So if you have any questions, you need to reach out to someone. Please reach out to the Tyap Wikimedians User Group through this email or through this very meta link, and this takes you directly to our meta wiki page, or you can speak with Kuyet right here, and he would respond to your needs. So thank you very much. Ngwai bedendang mengjenjenang ni kutiagani ni sesuan ni sefong angkom tiang nang menjadi. So ngwai bedendang. So I'm going to
So,
stop by sharing of the screen and then give you the floor to ask questions if you have to ask. Um,
so then, look, for one,
mm,
so well done everyone for having taken the time to follow us from the beginning of this session to this very moment. Please note the data reimbursement form has been shared. Kindly check the chat and then fill in the form quickly. And I also want to make emphasis on the assignment. The last assignment was given and only but few people have completed their assignment. Understand that every assignment is important. Every assignment is important because as you are receiving them, they are also part of the documentation and they are part of the learnings that we expect everybody to complete. So please, for those of us who have not completed last week assignment, try and do so, including this week before our next lesson. It is very important. And again, for the last week assignment, I also saw that some of us are not doing the assignment properly. The archive script, we are supposed to write it from A to Z. and then we also write our own names and then write it in Akai script. But I can see some of us only write our names, but we will not write the alphabet, the script, all of it. So please go back, and for those of us who have not completed it, we should try and do so and select, and then including this one. So this is what I want to say about the assignment, and if there is any other thing, we'll also keep up. Importantly, fill the data enhancement form, and then you can see how you can send the data. So, any other question from anyone before we go? We only have like 3 minutes left. Now, for those of us who missed the session from the beginning, this session is well recorded and you can always fall back and watch everything. Understand, it is a process of learning. Every session you miss, every minute you miss, if you didn't get it over, automatically you are missing a lot. So that's why it is. We are encouraging each and every one of us here to always go back and rewatch these sessions. They are very important. Okay, fellow GC.
Unjaza
Former.
Insa nyele pa anya nyele ko ko kyang manang nye jen mang kenang zuna ta zubuli kyang manang zin yo kun mun da ma ja zuna manang zuna ni
You can for example,
So recording.
ike ne ba
yeah, okay.
anya actually kan ba actually yakin go sam kan abanya an bam kyang manang nye jen yo ko to ni yen ba mun kenang yen charli kyang manang yo kun ni ma ja manang guna mo gusun kyang yo kun ni
Okay. Okay. Young. Let me share my screen so I can just show it quickly. So he's asking for this session. Now, how can somebody go back and watch this session? So that's what he's asking. Let me just share my screen quickly so that I'll show him. What is this? Okay. So this is the Tyap Wikimedians User Group on Meta. So Kabai now. Okay. So if you come to Meta, this is the activities. So from activities, you just scroll down a little and then expand this place. So this is the Tyap Wikimedians, this is the Tyap Wiki Bootcamp session. So if you click on this link here, and about manage, here is the main place. So you just scroll down a little. So by scrolling down, you are going to see the sessions here. These are the sessions here. So all the recordings for last week, this is the date, 3rd of July. So this is the recording here for last week. And today's session, this is it. It's recorded here. The first session is here. And then remember, when we are having the session, the recording cut. And that is why we have to split it into two. First recording and then the second recording. So, and then if you are looking for the slides, the document we use, you can find them here. All the documents for last week and this week. So these are where you can get it. But then I think we all have access to this link. Yes, so this is the link again. Maybe you can just store it with you. So if you go, you can always click on that link and get access to the document, to the information you're looking for. It will take you directly to the meta page. So far, African Guarantee, can you tell?
yes ngwa gwadanda mun fa kyang ala
All right.
ngwa
All right. So on this note, I think in the absence of any other question, we would like to call it a day. But before we do that, we want to recognize each and every one of you for taking your time. You can see Sankwai has been there from the very beginning. Sankwai, thank you very much. We can see Percy, who wanted to intimidate us with some of the responses. And then Guakra too, thank you. Judith, Lydiana, all the way from Zaria, thank you for joining us. Praise. I want to believe it's my own praise that I need. You're welcome. And then Godia Kajun, thank you very much, all the way from Jad. And then our brother here, fellow GC, and then to our facilitator for today, special thanks to you, Kambai, for doing a wonderful job. And to me also for speaking, thank you, Greg. So want to appreciate each and every one of you. And I think in the absence of anything, we just want to say a big thank you again on behalf of the Tyap Wikimedians User Group, the organizers for this bootcamp, season 3. We want to say a very big thank you and we hope to see you again next week, God's willing. Same time, same station. Thank you very much and have a good night rest.
Bye.
Thank you.
Move on.
Please remember to fill your form. The data. So, new pattern. Janjini, you can.
Oh.